and the Indians?
Pilgrims.
Is it?
Come on now. Come now.
Of course. What are you talking about?
Of course.
Come now, young man.
No, seriously.
Don't you know the story? They landed on Plymouth Rock.
And what did they do? How's the story go?
They had a celebration. You know, the Indians taught them the land and how to plant and how to harvest and to celebrate. That's how we have Thanksgiving. What are you talking about? What is he talking about?
I don't know. I'm serious.
They sat down and ate, right?
Right.
And after they finished eating, they got them and said, thanks for the dinner. And got back on the boat.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they didn't get back on the boat.
No, they sure didn't. The Indians sure didn't get back on the boat.
No, they was already there. Christopher Columbus and all them came off the boat celebrating.
Come on now.
That's why they thankful for discovering America.
Uncivilized.
Well, tell me this is school me.
It was uncivilized.
School me.
It was uncivilized.
Well, school me
They
then.
didn't know what was going on.
Well, it's Revolutionary Monday. School me.
They was uncivilized. They didn't know what was going on. So they came to the Indians.
Right.
All right. What they wanted to know was how they could harvest the land, like Lori said. But the Indians taught them about harvesting. They taught them about planting.
What not to eat.
Right, what not to eat. Natural irrigation systems. They showed them how to irrigate the land with the water. And then what they did was they traded off. The Pilgrims traded off. The Pilgrims introduced the Indians to alcohol and tobacco. All right? Especially alcohol, because they had alcohol on the boats, because that's what they used to trade for slaves.
Right.
Was rum. All right, and hog's head. Okay, so when they introduced the Indians to the alcohol, there wasn't no sit down at the table, Golden Corral buffet dinner. All right, after the Indians showed them how to get the natural food from the earth, right, and showed them what everything was all about. Then they got them drunk off the alcohol. That's why you hear the saying nowadays that says Indians and alcohol don't mix. After they was in a drunken state, yeah, they ate. They got drunk. Then heads started getting chopped off. They started chopping heads off. That's what they started doing.
I never heard this story.
And then they took over the land. This is where your reservations come from. They took over the land. That's why when they had that racial slur that hockey player made that was an American Indian to a black hockey player, I couldn't even understand that, because we in the same struggle. The Indians should be sick every Thanksgiving when they see them exploited like that, sitting at the table with some pilgrims and some black and white little uniforms and a little turkey, because that's not even how it went down.
That's right.
It was a bunch of melee, mayhem. It was a bunch of murder that went on.
So you saying the land was really stolen from them?
Come on, brother.
Of course not.
Come on, brother. Everybody know that.
Well, real quick, I was talking to Dick Gregory yesterday at the Cultural Expo. He said that Thanksgiving was, I got it written down, was a congressional proclamation in 1782 by one of the first black presidents. His name was John Henson. Now, I know a lot of you do your research. John Henson, he was the first president, and it was signed as a proclamation to fast and pray to thank God. Now, John Henson, you can see him on a $2 bill if you have one. Your little kinky head brother sitting down on a $2 bill.
B, you trying to get us put off the air. You talking about it was a black president.
Right. He's one of the first black, 8 J. Rogers, remember the book J. Rogers?
Right.
On the 8 black presidents who had black ancestry. 1782, look it up, Congressional Proclamation. John Henson, who has a highway in Maryland, Highway 50 in Maryland, is named after him, the Henson Highway. You know that, right? You from